Have you ever stopped to think about how the internet actually works? I mean, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. You click a link and boom, you're looking at something on the other side of the world. It feels like magic, but really it's all thanks to some seriously clever engineering. In this video, we're diving deep into the world of ones and zeros, packets and protocols to uncover the secrets of the internet. We'll break down all the complex stuff, from IP addresses to DNS servers to the backbone of the internet, into bite-sized pieces that everyone can understand. Don't worry, we won't get bogged down in technical jargon. This is all about getting a clear, intuitive understanding of how this incredible technology connects us all. Whether you're a tech enthusiast or just starting to explore the digital world, this video is your guide to the inner workings of the internet. So what exactly is the internet? It's a massive network of computers and devices, all interconnected like a giant web. Imagine billions of devices, all talking to each other and sharing information. That's the basic idea behind the internet. It's like a global digital highway buzzing with data. And the coolest part, it's decentralized. No single point of control, no one person calling the shots. Think of the internet as a giant network of roads. To connect all these devices, we need different types of roads, some physical, some wireless. That's where wired and wireless connections come in. Wired connections, like fiber optic cables, are like the superhighways of the internet. They use pulses of light to transmit data at incredibly fast speeds. We're talking gigabits per second. These cables are usually buried underground or run along existing infrastructure, forming the backbone of the internet. On the other hand, wireless connections like Wi-Fi and mobile data are more like local roads connecting your devices to the internet wirelessly. Wi-Fi uses radio waves to create a local network, while mobile data relies on cell towers to provide internet access on the go. No matter how you connect, whether it's plugging in an Ethernet cable or using your phone's data plan, you're essentially tapping into this massive network of interconnected devices. Imagine trying to send a letter without an address. It wouldn't work, right? The same goes for the internet. Every device needs a unique identifier. That's where IP addresses come in. Think of an IP address as a device's unique phone number. It's a series of numbers that tells other devices where to send data. Without IP addresses, the internet would be a chaotic mess. Chapter 4. How data travels. Let's say you're browsing the web and you click on a link. What happens behind the scenes to bring that web page to your screen? It's actually a fascinating journey involving several key players. First, your browser needs to figure out where that website is located. That's where DNS, or the domain name system, comes in. Think of DNS as the internet's phone book. It translates human-readable domain names like google.com, into those numerical IP addresses that computers understand. Once your browser knows the website's IP address, it sends a request through your internet connection. This request travels through various networks and routers, like a package making its way through a complex delivery system. Finally, the request reaches the server where the website is stored. The server processes the request, retrieves the necessary files, and sends them back to your device, following the same path in reverse. And just like that, the web page loads on your screen. Chapter 5. Packets, how data is sent. Now here's where things get really clever. Instead of sending all the data for a web page in one giant chunk, the internet breaks it down into smaller, more manageable units called packets. Think of packets as digital envelopes, each carrying a small piece of the website's data. Each packet has a header containing important information like the source and destination IP addresses, packet number, and error checking codes. This ensures that the data arrives at the right place and in the correct order. These packets travel independently across the internet, often taking different routes to reach their destination. Don't worry, they know where they're going. It's like sending a puzzle through the mail, with each piece arriving separately and then being reassembled at the other end. Once all the packets arrive, they're put back together in the correct order, like assembling that puzzle, and voila, you have the complete web page. This packet switching system is incredibly efficient, allowing for faster data transmission and more reliable connections. Chapter 6, Servers and Clients. To understand how websites are delivered to your device, we need to talk about servers and clients. In this context, a client is your device, your laptop, phone, tablet, anything that connects to the internet to access information. On the other hand, servers are like powerful computers that store websites, applications, and all sorts of data. They're like the librarians of the internet, waiting for your requests and then delivering the information you need. Whenever you visit a website, download a file, or check your email, you're essentially acting as a client, sending requests to servers. These servers process your requests, retrieve the necessary data, and send it back to your client device. It's a constant back and forth communication, with clients requesting information and servers responding with the requested data. This client-server model is fundamental to how the internet works, enabling the seamless exchange of information between devices all over the world. Chapter 7, Protocols, the Internet's Rules. Imagine trying to have a conversation with someone who speaks a completely different language. It would be pretty difficult, right? Well, the same goes for devices on the internet. That's where protocols come in. Protocols are like the languages and rules of the internet, ensuring that devices can communicate and understand each other. They define how data is formatted, addressed, transmitted, received, and interpreted, making sure everything runs smoothly. One of the most important protocols is TCP/IP, which stands for Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. It's like the foundation of the internet, providing the rules for how data is broken down into packets, addressed, and routed across networks. Another essential protocol is HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It's the language used for transferring files like web pages and other content over the internet. And its secure version, HTTPS, adds an extra. Chapter 8, ISPs, connecting you to the internet. How do you actually get connected to the internet? That's where internet service providers, or ISPs, come in. They provide access to the internet like Comcast, Verizon, and AT&T. ISPs are the gatekeepers bridging your home to the internet. They offer various connection types, each with pros and cons. Fiber optic is the fastest, using high-speed light pulses. Your ISP is your gateway to the online world. Chapter 9, How Websites are Hosted. We've talked about servers, but where are they located and how do websites actually live on the internet? Well, websites need a place to call home, and that's where web hosting comes in. Web hosting providers like GoDaddy, Bluehost, or Amazon Web Services offer space on their servers to store websites and make them accessible to anyone on the internet. Think of it as renting an apartment for your website on the vast real estate of the internet. When you choose a web hosting plan, you're essentially renting server space and resources, including storage for your website's files, bandwidth to handle traffic, and processing power to run your website's applications. These servers are housed in data centers, massive facilities with thousands of servers, redundant power supplies, and advanced cooling systems to keep everything running smoothly. It's like the physical embodiment of the internet where millions of websites reside and serve billions of requests every day. With billions of devices and trillions of bytes of data traveling across the internet, security is paramount. Think about all the sensitive information you share online: passwords, credit card details, personal messages. It's crucial to protect this data from unauthorized access. That's where encryption comes in. It's like scrambling your data into an unreadable format, making it nearly impossible for hackers to intercept and understand. One of the most common encryption protocols is HTTPS, which you've probably seen in your browser's address bar. When you visit a website using HTTPS, your connection to that website is encrypted, meaning your data is protected as it travels between your device and the server. Always look for that little padlock icon in your browser's address bar. It's a sign that your connection is secure. But security isn't just about encryption. It's also about using strong passwords, being cautious about phishing scams, and keeping your software up to date with the latest security patches. Chapter 11, Internet Backbone. We've talked about the internet as a network of networks, but what about the core? The backbone that connects everything. It's a complex network of high-capacity cables, mostly fiber optic, that crisscross continents and oceans, carrying massive amounts of data at lightning speeds. These cables, often thicker than a fire hose, are buried underground, laid across ocean floors, and even strung along existing infrastructure like railway lines. They form the superhighways of the internet, connecting major cities and data centers around the world. The internet backbone is a marvel of engineering, constantly being upgraded and expanded to handle the ever-increasing demand for data. It's the invisible infrastructure that makes global communication possible, enabling us to connect with people and information on the other side of the planet in milliseconds. Next time you're streaming a video, attending a virtual meeting, or sending a message to a friend overseas. Chapter 12, Cloud Computing. Remember those powerful servers we talked about? Well, cloud computing takes the concept of servers and data centers to a whole new level. Instead of owning and maintaining your own servers, cloud computing allows you to rent computing resources, storage, processing power, software from a cloud provider like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud Platform. Think of it like renting an apartment instead of owning a house. You get access to the resources you need without the hassle and expense of managing the underlying infrastructure. Cloud computing offers incredible flexibility and scalability. Need more storage for your growing business? No problem, just spin up more cloud storage. Experiencing a surge in website traffic? Cloud computing can automatically scale your server resources to handle the load. From streaming services like Netflix and Spotify to online storage solutions like Dropbox and Google Drive, cloud computing powers countless services we use every day. Chapter 13, Content Delivery Networks, or CDNs. Imagine trying to access a website hosted on a server thousands of miles away. The data would have to travel a long distance, resulting in slower loading times and a less than ideal user experience. That's where Content Delivery Networks, or CDNs, come in. CDNs are like a network of servers distributed across the globe, strategically positioned to deliver content to users as quickly as possible. They cache or store copies of websites and other content on servers closer to the end users. When you request a website that uses a CDN, the CDN redirects your request to the server closest to your location, reducing the distance the data has to travel and resulting in faster loading times. Think of it like having a network of warehouses storing your products so customers can get their orders delivered faster. CDNs are essential for delivering content-rich websites, streaming services, and online games, ensuring a smooth and responsive user experience no matter where you are in the world. Stay curious, and there you have it. We've journeyed through the intricate workings of the internet, from the physical cables that connect us to the complex protocols that govern data transmission. We've explored the roles of servers, clients, ISPs, and CDNs, and we've even touched on the importance of security in this digital age. The internet is a testament to human ingenuity, a constantly evolving ecosystem of technology, collaboration, and boundless potential. It's a force that has reshaped communication, commerce, entertainment, and countless other aspects of our lives. So the next time you're browsing the web, sending an email, or streaming your favorite show, take a moment to appreciate the incredible technology that makes it all possible. Stay curious and keep exploring the digital world.